is that we must create in political framework something which is at distance of the state, or I agree with Judith Balso, which is not ruling by the state itself, subjectively. Or it's not possible if the problem is directly the problem of political economy. It's simple. We cannot live today outside capitalism. It's a nonsense. There is no place outside capitalism itself. So, is it possible to create something like a political place by beginning by an analysis of contemporary capitalism? I think this analysis is a necessity, but we cannot go from this analysis to politics. It's not a possibility. It's economism in some classical sense. We can create political places outside or at a distance of the state. It is possible. And so, the question of the political determination is first the question of the state and not the question of capitalism. So we must go from politics to economy and never from economy to politics. And it is why politics is a subjective question, the question of determination for create something which is subjectively at distance of the state, and it's not an objective question. If you are in the objective vision, if you are in the conviction that we can go to economic structure, to political movement, you are in fact in the idea that communism lies inside capitalism itself. And it's, in my opinion, for the final conviction of some contemporary currents. Under the general idea of the creative capacity of collective dimension of capitalism itself, we have something like a transition, an immanent transition to the modern form of capitalism, to the modern form of creativity in the political field. I disagree with this idea. The capitalism promises nothing at all. There is no inside and immanently to capitalism something which is of emancipatory nature. Certainly, economy is in the field of our reflection, action, and so on concerning the actual situation, but in the thinking itself, in the subjective determination of what is political emancipation, of what for the philosopher can be exposed under the idea of communism, we cannot go from economy to politics. And it has been, maybe, one of the limits of the second sequence of the communist hypothesis. It has been explained very clearly this morning that the relationship between the question of the state and the question of the abolishing private property has been in the program of the communism of the last century, finally not only a program, but an impasse, an obstacle, because it was faced to the impossibility to create a new decline of the state from the strict point of view of the abolition of the private property and to the creation of property by the state. So, for all these questions, my conviction is that we must do what we can do. And we can, it's possible. We have experiences, many experiences in different countries of this possibility. We can create new free places for political determination. But we cannot create free places outside the capitalism itself, which is really the common element